I want to thank Big Lion Mane. I just saw it. I just saw it on the announcements, sharing up my video. Thank you, sir, and thank you everybody that's here. I see Clayton's here, and I got to put this on. Okay, hopefully it comes. Yeah, smash the like button and share. Thank you, sir, and like, share. Haniel wants to get the popcorn ready. I don't know about the popcorn because, and Haniel, thank you for the super sticker. Wow, that means Haniel gets, and I, I know I say this. Hot Neil gets a tick on the prize wheel, a chance for some cool Raider stuff. I don't know what the hell it is, and I need to get stuff done. I've been needing to get stuff done for a while because again I was always busy with work, and now I'm always busy being unemployed and going to medical appointments and stuff like that. And I can say that I am unemployed. I hate it. I hate it. I love the fact that I'm on vacation. I love that. I admit that. I like not having to get up in the morning. I like not having to deal with I'll say it, some real that I had to deal with, right? I didn't say it. I didn't swear. And you are watching, by the way, on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. You are watching on Roku. So if you don't have Roku, get it. It's free, and you can have this channel on it. And one of these days, and I keep there's a lot of things that are one of these days when I get around to it, and I will. First off, I got to get a prize wheel or two with all of the people that have sent me the super stickers. That gets you an entrance. And I can have one prize wheel with just minimal, maybe two, but I will get it. I will get it done eventually. I will. I promise. I just don't know when. Because tomorrow, guess what? I got another medical appointment. Today I had two medical appointments, and I was doing, you know, things that you do at the end of the month, which is like pay bills. Kind of hard to pay bills when you only have a limited amount of money coming in, which is, you know, I'm not even going to go into that. I totally love talking football and life in general with you. Thank you there, Clayton. And Clayton, like you said, and said it is Raiders things, but if you give a super sticker, if it's something that you win, whatever the prize wheel comes in, trust me, everything on the prize wheel is worth over $5. Hydel, you don't have the prize yet. You got to win the prize. Hydel thinks just because he gets a super sticker, he gets a prize. No. I've said it before. You get a space on the prize wheel, and the prize wheel goes around. It has Hot Meal's name on it. And if Hot Meal's name comes up, then you go to the other wheel, which is what all the prizes are, and I spin that wheel, and that's what you get. It's not a pay $5 and get a prize. You gave stars. Thank you, Clayton. Yeah, I appreciate the stars. I don't know what that is monetarily. The Asylum F off. Did I win? By the way, I am wearing shorts this broadcast. Last show, and I'll admit it, last show I was in my undies. I was in my undies. I was comfy. Can't really tell here, but I got shorts on now. Oh, where's that? Oh, Thank you, Clayton. I can tell 1 star is one. Oh, I didn't know that. Is that how Facebook works? 1 star, one. Cool. I did not know that. Honestly, I didn't know how Facebook works. Thank you for that. Thank you for that, Clayton. I guess if you get 500 of those, then that's an entry. You'll have to let me know. I don't know how many stars I got. I'll have to check that out. Cap got the banana hammocks. And I have regular. I guess they're like the regular briefs. No banana hammocks. I did have those. I have worn those in the past, but I think you can't wear them if you are of a certain age and you have a belly. Anybody has a belly like this, seriously, anybody has a belly like this, don't be wearing no banana hammocks. Don't be wearing those Speedos. I don't care if you are South American and you are Latino. Don't wear this big. No, they're not whiteies. I do not wear white underwear. That is one thing. That is one thing I can say I don't wear. I don't wear white. I wear colored. Was it? I got a couple Fruit of the Looms. I have. What else are they called? They're like one of those. They're like a brand of shoe, like Converse. No, not Converse, not Reeboks. It's nice underwear. I don't remember what it is, but I got it's cool. And then I do got some, and I will admit this: I wear the same underwear for each game. I wash them in between. Let me phrase that. I wash them. There is a certain they're Raider underwear, and I wash them in between. But every game day, I wear the same underwear. I know, Honda, you've given more than one. I know, but I have to do a prize wheel. Come on, dude. When I do a prize wheel, all the time that you've sent thing will put you on a prize wheel, and then I'll spin the prize wheel. And if you win, you win. And what you win is what the other prize wheel is. Okay? Seriously, I got it. I even have it here somewhere. Let me see here. Uh, what was it here? Hang on. Okay, there was prize wheel. I got it somewhere. Blah, 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 blah. Random number generator. Okay, YouTube miscellaneous. There's a prize wheel in there somewhere. I got it. It's been so long. I need to find it again. But there's a prize wheel. Okay. There's a prize wheel of people, and then there's a prize wheel of prizes. I haven't done it in so long. Oh my god. Ooh. Latina schoolgirl Adriana Luna banged at principal's office. One of my what do you call it? Index file? Things that are on tabs. What are the tabs? One of the saved things. I Latino schoolgirl Adriana Luna banged at principal's office. It's right there. Hey Thrash. Thrash is here. Cool. And again, I do not beg for what do you call it? Supers. I appreciate that. Bookmark. Thanks there, Silence. I don't. There are you, and you people know who they are. I won't even mention names. They beg and beg and beg and beg and make sure you hit up the supers. They make money. I don't. I don't. I got a check. The other, I went into my, I got a check for a little over $100 from my Google AdSense. What was it? A couple weeks ago. I get it like once every 3 months. You do the math, right? Oh yeah, Raider famous. I'm sure. I'm sure Raider famous. Who would support that person? See, I didn't even say who it was. Be sure to hit the supers because I need money. I don't. I'm unemployed and I don't even say hit the supers. I don't. That's like that's like begging for stuff. I can't do that. Yeah, they're grifting. Okay, thanks, Thrash. I don't do that. I appreciate it, and that's why I have the people that do. I will do a prize with. I got all of that stuff behind me. They're like that big trunk. Let me see. Can you, I gotta move from the camera. I just screwed up my phone. There's this big trunk. You hear it? A big trunk and some other things out here, full, full of stuff, full of Raider stuff. Seriously, full of Raider stuff, and everything is at least. I mean, probably the what is it? Probably the smallest prize is like 10 or 15 bucks. Yeah, John, they are valid. The one, thank you. See, John, I gotta show this. The ones that you send, because I know say what I win. I didn't do a prize wheel, so I got to go back to where the last prize wheel was, and I got to add up the people that did do that, and I do got to do it. I do. I still got to, but I'm letting you know. It's not number one on my priority list right now. I appreciate it, but they're not number one on my priority list right now. Finding a job is. Finding a part-time job or a job is. Getting healthy is. Getting my stuff together to the VA is. You will excuse me if I have priority. But I'm not bitching at you, John. I'm just saying those are still valid. I got to go back to where I had them, and they have a listing on YouTube. I got to go back to wherever that last cutoff was, and everybody after that, those are valid things, John. So yeah, and 9.99 gets John two, and Hot Neil has a few of them. So yeah, they're valid, and thank you, John. They are the most popular shows. I'm like, okay, throw good for them. I won't say that Raider Famous has a lot of subscribers. They have probably a little over what I have. I got a little over 2,000. There are people that have what 7, 8, 10,000 subscribers. Not mentioning names. They make decent living, but that's their job. Maybe I need to do that. Maybe I need to do the maybe if I don't go to all of these medical appointments, I will. But you know what? This is a love thing. And thanks, John. Yeah, thank you. I will. And thank you for that. They're great. I appreciate it. Yeah, those your things are still valid. I just gotta find the cutoff point and grab them all. And each time you get $5, that's one entry. And I'm gonna do prize wheels. I do. And get on. I want you to get on my ass. Say, hey, motherfucker, do a prize wheel. Do a prize wheel. I will. Just not high on my priority list right now. For example, today had to go to the VA to get a an X-ray of my ankle because I got gout. Never had it before. It hurts. All the other shit that I got going on, and those who know me know I got some medical issues. Add gout to it, and it sucks. and I'm calling people, and I have my back issue, and my shoulder issue, my sciatica, and my heart condition, and I got acid reflux, and of course I have bronchitis. Boy, I sound like an old Jewish bastard. I have this going on. I have that going on. John's got see gout. It's painful. Thank you, John. Not for thank you for having gout, but thank you for acknowledging it. It's painful. I've never had it before. Looked it up. It's too much uric acid, and when you call uric acid, and you have urine, and urine is flushed from your kidneys. There you guys go. It's the stuff that doesn't get flushed out, and it stays in you, and it gives you gout, and it gives you kidney stone. I don't want those. Oh my God, I don't want those. I hope that it just ends a gout, and I hope I get rid of it too. And thanks, Ash. That's saying you be you. Thank you. I'm going to shut up. By the way, there is a football game on tonight. I have no clue what the score is. Oh, too much beer and red meat? Well, for me, it's red meat. I drink very, 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 very little alcohol. Very little alcohol. Practically none. Oh, I didn't know she was Jewish. Got a nice Star of David around her neck. I'm watching. I another thing since I'm unemployed, I got rid of my Amazon Prime because I wasn't buying a bunch of things from Amazon. I got rid of my Paramount. I never had Netflix stuff that you pay for. Got rid of it. When I get a job again, I'll pick it back up. I didn't pick up the Sunday ticket this year as well. First time in 20 something years. Hey, okay, let's see that. CBS stream on stream 4K. Thanks, Chanel. The Chanel TV. Thank you, there, brother. Let's see if I can get it to work. In order for me to do, I gotta show it in. I gotta do it in YouTube. So I can actually see the link. Hang on a second. Thanks for that. Maybe I can see the fit. Okay. I'm gonna try it. I got the yeah. And when I started the 3 watching. Okay. Thank you for those that are watching. Thank you for those that are watching. I'm going to show the link. Oh, I can't see the link. Oh, because it's on Facebook. Damn it. Okay, I'm going to have to fat finger it. 1 second, folks. See if I can do this without screwing it up. Okay. You got to fat finger it. It's on Facebook. HTTPS. CBS stream on stream 4K.com slash wrong slash. That one. Okay. HS basketball? Oh. HP question mark 5 equals NFHS. Okay, I fat fingered it. Okay, Okay, high school sports live. Um, we go register use creative account there. Oh, I'd have to register. Okay, well, Chanel, thank you for that. Okay, well, thanks there. I actually got the link to come up, but it said I have to register. So thank you for that. Maybe I'll do it later. Anyway, thank you there, for Chanel. Salute to everybody. Roy, similar brother's friend, who's the Super Raiders fan. Oh, cool, cool, Matt. Thank you, Dad. I will go. No, Dallas is winning. Okay, Dallas is winning. I thought so. But here's the thing. Here's the thing. Really, and it's like it's Dallas against the Seahawks, and I'm a sports guy. I love football. There's more. What do you call it? There's more like what's going to happen with the Golden Bachelor, and I don't watch the Golden Bachelor. I don't. But there's more intrigue as to who the Golden Bachelor is gonna pick. Dofu. Okay, well I can do Dofu too. But here's the thing. You guys tell me what's going on. This is a sports talk show. You're gonna tell me what you want to talk about, right? You want to talk about something, you're gonna let me know, right? Okay. And thanks, John Lance has hit the likes. Appreciate that, John. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I don't know how to get rid of this. I don't know how to get rid of it. Oh well. That's what it is. Anyway, it's Thursday night. It's 9:30. We were a little late tonight because I couldn't get the broadcast to hit. Ahoy to you as well, Matt. So let's see. We got Matt Marinovich, John Leon, Asylum's here. Cool Kev's here. Matt Bouchane's over on Facebook. Thank you. Chanel TV hit me up. Thank you there. Wild Turkey's here. Thrash. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Who else is here? Rafael Chasin Montillo or Capitan Rafucho. Salute to you. My missing it, Yahatnil, who says he won the prize. He didn't win the prize. Clayton Herring is over there on Facebook. And he dropped me some pennies. And I just found out about that. Thank you there, Clayton. That's it so far. Okay, and thank you for being here. And thank you for all the people that are watching. And somehow we ended up talking about your chonies. Yes. Yeah, we were. Don't get me to cough. We did talk about my chonies. I am wearing shorts. And no, I haven't watched the cage match yet. I have to because, of course, and I'll put this up. If you haven't seen the cage match show with Peggy Holmes, Asylum, and oh yeah, Oakland Raiders Savage, oh yeah. I'm not going to do that if I'm going to cough again. Be sure to get to the cage match show. It was from yesterday? Yeah, yesterday. Watch. When I get a free minute, I will. Because they said, and they don't lie about such things, they said it was a unique show. So I'm gonna talking about my chonies yesterday. It was yesterday. And there you go. But what do I got on TV? Seriously, I got the Golden Bachelor because there is a football player on it. Palmer, who played for the University of Florida, played for the New York Giants. But he's the guy who runs this show. I think, and I haven't seen this, but I caught some of the and I almost forgot I had a show tonight. Seriously, I was in the other room. I had to get something to eat. I was hungry, and person said, "Are you done with your shows?" And I'm like, "Oh yeah, I got a 9 o'clock show. I forgot about it. I'm serious. I did. I forgot about it. I was like, I'm tired. I was eating something, and I'm watching, Gary, some dude. I want his job, man. He goes. He has all these bevy of these older ladies that are vying to get hitched, right? And well, okay, she's okay looking. I think that's the Jewish girl. Nice rack on her. She has a nice rack on her. But there's only one important question, Matt. Too many questions. Yes. No. And the important question is this. And did you read? Did you read on what they were talking about where they were already saying that John Gruden comes back as the Raiders coach? And that's another reason why I was late, because I saw it on Simone's thing, and I'm like, no, do not want John Gruden as the Raiders coach. No. Unless, and by the way, I want Antonio Pierce as the Raiders coach. I want Champ Kelly as the Raiders general manager. I want the best available offensive coordinator. Let me say that again. Best available offensive coordinator that's available like in around January 15th. Get one and get them early. Or make a decision by the end of January. You should know who your offense coordinator is by the Super Bowl. And normally the Raiders would always, during Super Bowl week, and where's Super Bowl this year or this next year? In Vegas, baby. Make the announcement during Super Bowl week. That's how you get some of the glitz on you, right? Get some of the glitz on you. Make the announcement. And I'm with Matt Marinovich. I like David Shaw. Has ties to the Raiders. Been in positions with the Raiders. Has head coaching experience with Stanford, right? Has the Raider, chutzpah, right? I want that. But I want Antonio Pierce to continue to be that guy, right? That guy. I want Champ Kelly to continue to do what he's done because he knows about the players. He knew more about the players than McDaniels than Ziegler. And by the other things I said, did you read there where Ziegler wanted to get C.J. Stroud? Wouldn't C.J. Stroud be awesome in silver and black right now? And yes, I will admit it. I was not high on C.J. Stroud. Go back and look at the tapes. I said it. I'm not going to say that I didn't say it. I said I didn't want C.J. Stroud. I said it. Ain't changing anything as far as revisionist history. Oh yeah, I really like. I thought he would be I, but I said I wasn't really high on him because he's an Ohio State quarterback. But get this. Ziegler wanted him, and McFired said no. Okay? And McFired said no. But the way C.J. Stroud is playing, but he's playing with an offensive coordinator that's opening things up on him. C.J. Stroud in the McDaniels regime would have been ass. totally wasted. So you can't say look how he plays, and then you put it where he is because the intangibles are different. With the Raiders, he would have sucked. Seriously, why give me a relevant offensive coordinator, somebody that can groom, somebody that can put the players together in an offense that can score. And I know Jack Kenna's like, no, 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 David Shaw. David Shaw would be fantastic. Seriously, it would be fantastic. Get a real offensive coordinator and see what this team can do. And by the way, hey, Facebook user, I don't know who you are. Thank you. Thank you, Facebook user. Thank you for checking in. Jay is here. You don't draft the quarterback first or second, then start AOC for a year, then rip it from him. That's vet move, not a second year player move. You start to draft the rookie if the only other quarterback is AOC. Okay, true. And hi Jay. Jay, which Jay is that? Oh, he did ask her to marry him. Okay. Is that the Jewish gal? Is that the Jewish gal? Is that the one that I don't know? I didn't see the other girls. I don't know. But he's kissing her. He did have a ring with her. Good for him. Good for her. Got a nice rack on her. She does. She got a nice rack on her. Oh, hey, I can say it's my show. T3 Tom's here. Good to see you as well, sir. And I'm going to open it up. There's plenty of decisions. No on John Gruden. No. 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 Negative. Give me David Shaw's offense coordinator. Give me somebody. Give me a relevant offensive coordinator. And Patrick Graham, he's not guaranteed to keep his job. Thanks, Dad. I appreciate that. I've been wondering what happened. Thank you for the. Hopefully, please call me tomorrow. Please, please, please. Please, 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 sir. I want to hear from my boy Ed Winchell. That's my boy. My boy Ed. I've noticed the lack of knee pads on a lot. Yeah, and it's not required. Because remember that, knee pad in high school and college, yeah, knee pads, man, they're not required. No on John Gruden. No. And Graham might not keep his job. I know that the Raiders kept, I know the Raiders kept the number one offense to 20 points. That was fantastic. But why did they cower like little bitches? And I said it. They cowered like little bitches against Patrick Mahomes. And the Chiefs don't have speed. Chiefs do not have speed. One player. Rice. Sky Moore, above average. Rice, fantastic speed. Nobody else. Graham cowered like a little bitch. And hopefully Tom has some time because I know he's got to work. Hopefully we'll get Tom in here. I'd like to hear what Tom has to say. Give me a relevant offensive coordinator. And right now, what I see one is like I said, David Shaw. I'd grab him in a minute. And defense, and I'm going to say that though I won't dime out who said what. There were discussions on a defense coordinator that's available right now as our new defensive coordinator. His name is Wade Phillips, and I said no, no. Wade Phillips, no, because it's and I'm going to go through the whole procession, right? The whole procession. Wade Phillips, 3-4 guy, fantastic, football pedigree. But no. But Graham, he's not a guaranteed going to keep him here. And yeah, well, the defense was great against the Chiefs in the first. You know why, Matt? Because the Raiders' offense had the ball for most of the first quarter. Seriously, the best portion of that defense was the Raiders' offense staying on the field. Think about it. Graham might not survive, but that's between us. And hopefully you're watching. I'm gonna put the link up because I don't want to talk for the entire 2 hours or an hour and a half, however it is. I don't want to do that. That's what we're here for. Here's the link. Hit the link. Come into the show. Seriously, hit the link. Come into the show. Talk to me. Hit the link. I don't know who Gary picked. I don't know which chick this is, but nice rack. That's all I will say. Whatever you want to talk about, we got an hour, got about an hour, right? Got about an hour, 45 minutes if nobody comes in to talk. I am not doing a big show if nobody comes in to talk, and I talk for 40 minutes. I talk for 40 minutes. I don't know which girl this is. I don't know if this was the first one or the second one. I think it's the other one because she's different than the one that I saw talking to a little bit ago. Um, because he was close to her, but you can tell that he was not going to pick her. And yeah, nice rock. Give a Jewish girl a rock, yeah, they're happy. Tim Walter, good to see you, brother. Been a while. Been a while, Tim. Come on in. Come on in. Hit the link. Talk about the show. When we're AOC would probably ask out. No, seriously, he'll be a second year quarterback. If the new draft quarterback would, then good luck draft in the first that would want to play for the Raiders after that. Seriously, AOC 4 because AOC is a skinny bitch from New York. I hate saying it. It's like I will say AOC 4. I will say AOC 4 is a skinny. AOC is the skinny bitch from New York. Won't say that on my show. AOC 4 asking out. He'll be a second year quarterback. Oh, I don't want to play here anymore. No, he doesn't have that much wasta. No. Raiders need a dynamic defensive players, and instead they drafted Hayden, Joseph, Conley, years and years of reaches and busts. Yeah, Farva. This Raiders team starts well, and they need help. And it's okay, yeah, a quarterback would be good, but it's not their number one need. Their number one, number two, and number three need is interior offensive and defensive linemen and a tackle on the offensive side. They need big bodies. They need to go from the line out. Seriously, that's their number one, their number two, and their number three need is big fuckers in the middle that can block and take on blocks. Okay? Seriously, that's their number one, number two, and number three needs. Quarterback is a need. It is. Let's see what Tim has to say. I'm sorry, Tim. Hear me out. Why do you think? What do you think about cutting Adams? I think it's the point where our quarterback's trying to force the ball in. It's better not to have that pressure. I think, especially young quarterback, play more fluid without that pressure. No one's going to get a lot of crap for that, but I feel the ball too forward. I agree to a point. And trading. Okay, good. I'll say not cutting. Trading. I agree. And Devontae Adams is a number one asset, and he's worth Wasta. He's worth Wasta. Who wants him? Do the Jets want him? What do they got to give? Because the Jets don't have a lot of first or seconds right now. You better find something. I know the Jets want him, but what do you want for him? You already gave up ones and twos. What do you got? You better have something for Devontae Adams. And yeah, I agree. I would trade Devontae Adams for picks and players. Picks and players. You need that. And I like Devontae Adams. And you know why I know he's not going to be a Raider next year? Because I bought his jersey when I was in Vegas last. I bought his jersey. That's the surest way ever. That's the surest way ever of knowing that a guy's not going to be on my Raiders too much longer. I also have a couple other jerseys I bought, and I don't want to say their names because I don't want to jinx it. Trade Devontae Adams. Yes. Trade. The money that you save and the picks that you get. Yeah. And I like Devontae Adams. But he is something that you need to have more. You need to have more. Seriously, right? No, you're not going to. I'm not. Tim, I'm not going to give you a slam for that. I agree too. I bought a Waller jersey last year, but I bought it because it was on sale, and I knew he was going to be gone, but I like the jersey, so I bought it, and I haven't worn it yet. Can't wear it. You want to draft quarterback first or second? AOC will start year one and rip it from him and start the newest quarterback. That new draft was a bust. Best believe AOC is asking out. Doesn't John Jay? Doesn't matter. He can ask whatever he wants. Doesn't matter. He's not making a lot of money. He's a 4th round pick. We're going to get rid of Garbage-Opolo. And he makes, like, how much money does Garbage-Opolo make? A shit ton. What was the side of trade Adams for Sauce and picks? Or Sauce and a good defensive lineman or a good linebacker. Yeah, I'd do that. I'd do that. But whoever, if you do pick a quarterback, it's open competition. We say that again, it's open competition. You want to talk about it? Hit the Hit the link. Hit the link. I want to talk about it because otherwise, this show's going to be ending in, let's see, 40 minutes. Seriously, the show's going to be ending in 40 minutes unless you come in and talk. Musgrave is the OC. You know that the Musgrave offense is a derivative of the offense that McDaniels runs. Look it up. Musgrave's offense is the derivative of the Perkins Earhart offense from New England. Ray Perkins. I can't remember what Earhart's first name was. Perkins Earhart offense in New England. A derivative is what Musgrave runs. A derivative is what McDaniels runs. We need something dynamic. And John Leon gets it. AOC4 can be pissed, but if he gets outplayed, he gets outplayed. And I like AOC4. But if you get outplayed, I don't care what your name is. And by the way, if you get outplayed and you don't have any ability, and if you bitch out, play like a bitch, like Marcus Peters did, bye, Felicia, bye. Get the fuck off my team. Hit the link. Hit the link, please. ALC4 may or may not be future quarterback. There may be a lot of really good quarterbacks in this coming draft. Draft the quarterback in one. Maybe you're probably going to have to go up in the top 6 to get one. Draft quarterback in one. Best available impact player on either O-line or D-line in 2 and go from there. I'd say basically you need a quarterback or the best D lineman or O lineman in the first pick, in pick 1. Unless you trade down and get 2 picks, you need a bunch of big ugly guys that can bench press a house and can block or stop the run. Seriously. And then I see that that Ziegler wanted Stroud and McFire said no. I want to get Garbajopolis. I'm hitting him more and more and more each day. And Islam, you can disagree. It doesn't matter. Everybody has an opinion, and like I said, opinions are like assholes. Everyone has one, and most of them stink. Right? Just saying. If you want one of the quarterbacks, and especially if Pierce is here, I bet you Pierce goes up and gets Daniel from LSU. Seriously, because he knows him. And if he's going to hitch a wagon to somebody, he's going to hitch a wagon to somebody he knows. And I think it's going to be Daniel. Mark my word. And Lion Maine, thank you for sharing. I hope I will be in the draft in Detroit this coming spring. I hope. But I got to get some money. I got to get some money or I ain't going anywhere. That's the way that is. But, yeah, we'll find out. Hit the link. This is going to be a short show. Hopefully, y'all will hit the link. Hopefully, we'll have somebody come on. Ah, it might be a short show. Might be a short show. That's a bummer. I would trade. I would take Jaden Daniels. Thank you, Mike Sarah. Thank you. Say give another year to start. You can fight all the time about ripping and starting position man if he doesn't do well. No, it's a competition. It's an open competition. An open competition. And yeah, the fastest guy at the combine. Hey, it's been done, Tom. I think Daniels. I think Dan is. I think he might be coming out this year, Matt. I think he might be coming out this year. So we'll see. If he comes out this year, he might be available. So we'll see. Hey, John Leon's here. Thank you there. You think Daniels could put on some weight? Yeah, he's going to have to. Because I think that Bryce Young is one of the reasons why they're not doing it because he is kind of skinny. May not be a popular Raiders. May need to sit max and look at that. Yes, Tom, I said that. Thank you. He needs to rest that knee. And you know what game we need him for is the Charger game, not the Viking game upcoming. The Charger game. Hi, Jared. I'm good. Jaden Gan 6'4", 210. Yeah, you can gain a few pounds. I said the same thing on my show, T3. Yep. I'm good watching one of my favorite movies, Planes, Trains, and Automobiles. Oh, okay. What channel is it on there, Jared? We are going to beat your boys maybe Saturday in Pittsburgh. Go Pens. Oh, well, now we're talking hockey. Probably. I haven't been paying attention. The Flyers are problematic. What channel is Planes, Trains, and Automobiles on? I'm not gonna find it. Maybe it sounds like one of the TBS type of things. Let's see here. See if I can find it. Um, Preacher's Wife. I don't see it. Few Good Men's on. Okay, from what I just saw, okay, Few Good Men for the last hour will be here. I'll do that. It's on the Flicks. Oh, Flicks. Okay, I don't get Flicks. All right, John. I'm going to turn over to my buddy John Leon, and so John's going to come. John's going to give his opinion. Hit the link. Hit the link. And you can. Hey,
Hey, how you
John,
doing?
what's going on, brother? I'm good. What's going on with you, man?
Nothing. Just chilling. Just got off work, chilling.
Okay.
So, so, my theory is we draft a quarterback. Either we trade back if we're in the mid or all the good quarterbacks or top notch quarterbacks are gone. We trade back from the first, late first, or draft a quarterback in the second, and then create a quarterback competition. You know what I mean? And give AOC the opportunity to prove himself and also he has
AOC 4. AOC 4.
AOC
AOC
four.
4.
Yeah,
AOC is that skinny bitch in New York. And I'm sorry, on my show, I ain't going to say it.
and to me,
Go ahead,
just because you draft a quarterback in the first round or second round, which Jay was saying that we automatically have to start him. That's not true. We don't have to start him. We need to develop him, if anything, and let him prove himself. You know what I'm saying? Let him create a competition at that position. Don't just hand it to somebody just because they're the first or second round pick, or you know what I mean? Create competition there. You know, to me, we don't have competition there at this time. You know what I mean? Who's the backup? Jimmy G,
Yeah.
Hoyer. You know what I mean? There's no competition there. We need to
And,
create competition
and
there.
both of those guys are not going to be here next year.
No, and they know that. I'm sure they do. You know, and it's not like they're trying to prove a point. You know, ALC maybe trying to prove a point, but you know he needs somebody behind him to compete with. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? You can't just hand somebody a job just because he's the first or second round pick. You know what I mean? And we don't have nobody else. We create
Mm-hmm.
competitions at every position. You know what I mean? And that's what Pierce to me. What Peterson? He's seen no effort in him. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
And
release him.
one second, John. I see you, cool kid. Don't go nowhere because you're on next. Go ahead, John.
Yeah, so that's what my point is. I think AP is creating competition at every position. You know what I mean? And that's a good thing. You know what I mean? And then if he don't see effort in you, he's just gonna release you. But
Yeah.
you could get Cool
He
Kev
doesn't
on,
care.
but I just
He
had
doesn't care what the contract. He doesn't care what the contract says. No, it's all about
yeah,
you got to play. You got to live up to your
exactly.
position.
It doesn't matter if you're drafted high in the first or second. You got to earn that spot, and we drafted you doesn't mean we have to start you. You just got to compete. And that's the way
Right.
I see it. You know what I mean? But I'll let Cool Kev get on, and you take care on Cap.
Hey, thanks there, John. And again, in answer to your question, when I do get around to it, and
Uh,
the only way, and I will say this, the only way I won't get around to it is if I croak between now and then. But eventually I will, okay? I will get around to it, and then we'll have a prize wheel or two. And Hot Neil, you didn't win anything, and I appreciate the $5, Hot Neil, and I appreciate the $10, John, with the money
yeah,
that you gave as well. I appreciate it, okay?
yeah. And
But
to everybody else,
yeah,
send those supers and the stickers. You know what I mean?
yeah, I like that. I appreciate it, but I'm not
Yep.
on there, hey, support me, support me, support me, support me. And if
Yeah,
anything, like I said, I'm out of work. I'm the one that should be saying, hey,
yeah. No,
hit my support. I don't do that, and
no.
I'm out of work.
You're a good host and a good Raider fan. So that's why I'm always we always got to back each other.
I
Now I'm
appreciate
working
that.
I'm working a lot of hours, so I'm good. So anything I could send your way, I will.
I appreciate that. Like I said,
Yes, sir.
I just need to find a job. We'll
Yeah.
do it.
Yes, sir. All right.
Hey, John, thanks for coming in, brother. You take care of yourself, and we'll
All
see you
right.
next.
All right. You too.
All right, that's John Leon. Thanks for being here, John. And by my goodness, wow, this is a blast from the past because I haven't seen Cool Kev in like forever. And and like remember the last few times, or I should say the first couple times I was on with Cool Kev, I said, dude, get some light on you so I can see you. Okay, I can't hear. Cool, is your microphone on, brother? Ah, Kev, you got to make sure your microphone's on. His video was good. We lost Cool Kev. Maybe Kev will come back. And by the way, I am watching A Few Good Men, and Colonel Hendrickson just put a cap, just blew his fucking brains out. You don't see it on screen, but you see him all dressed up in his marine blues, right? and then he takes the pistol, it cocks, and it goes like, but you don't see it. Then you hear the lightning, and you don't hear you hear the thunder. So now we have Kevin Bacon, who is deposing uh, private first class. I don't remember what the kid's name was, but he's gonna depose him. Kev's gonna try again. Okay, he should have kept feeding Josh Jacobs. Rob, no. And I'm gonna take that comment. I'm gonna get Cool Kev on, and I like the comment, Rob, but I don't agree with that. I think that they needed to open the passing game up more in order to get Spagnuolo from doing all these run blitzes. Because even on the touchdown that Jacobs had, it was the correct call, right? They had a run blitz on. And JJ just busted through it. The blocking was there at the time. They busted through the run blitz, and he was gone, 63 yards. But it was the proper defensive call because Spagnuolo says we're going to stop the run, we're going to stop the run, we're going to stop the run. They did the run blitz, right? And most of the rest of the time, what was JJ averaging? Like 2 yards? So there you go. Kev, I see you're here. Give me a mic check, brother.
1 2 1 2. You hear me?
Fuck yeah, man. That's great. I'm glad.
How's everything going, Cap? Good to see you.
I'm good. And I appreciate Robert Bigler for making that point. They should have kept feeding Josh Jacobs. No, they should have opened up the passing game more. And they should have, here's something. They went away from Devontae Adams. Remember how the first quarter they were just feeding Adams a lot, and then they went away from him. And I don't care. You pass to Adams, you pass to Jacoby Myers, you pass to Renfro, you pass to Mayer, you pass to Hooper. Pass. Open those fuckers up.
Yeah, 5 wide. Receivers.
Open those fuckers up. Yeah. Open them up and then see what happens. But that's me spouting off. Okay. Go ahead there, Kev. Good to see you.
Yeah, I'm going to just piggyback off what you said. I think they need to get Myers involved early as well because they will start bracketing Adams eventually after he gets like 4 or 5 catches on him. He was picking on that guy pretty good. I think that guy couldn't cover him. But one of the other problems is Aiden with his anticipating his passes with these guys. And the defenses could see that he's not really beating them. You know, he's not really beating them. He may get one play to Tucker, but he's not consistent. I think after a while, between running to JJ or whatever, it's not. There's out of sync somewhere. It's out of sync, and you can see it on TV. It's not, you can tell, and they're not scoring. They're not scoring. So it's just like you need to get like a rhythm. I don't know. He needs to practice more with these guys and figure out their nuances. I think, and that'll help him out too.
Yeah, and again, it's like, and Rob Bigler is going to be very upset when I say this, but the Raiders had the opportunity to take that game and run with it, not necessarily pun intended, because if they would have continued to do the short passing game, it would have opened up the run a little bit more. Okay. And it was unfortunate. And Tom, the great stat from Tom. DeAndre Carter and Trey Tucker got a combined 0 touches against the Chiefs. 0. And you have those guys that could run the jet sweep. That's another portion of the running game that you didn't use, right?
Yeah, I don't think they tried to stretch the game, they stretch the field at all.
Yeah.
So Aiden, they got too conservative with Aiden, and I think they were worried about getting blown out more than trying to be aggressive.
Yeah.
So,
Hey, what happened? What happened to the Graham defense that stopped the Miami Dolphins, the number 1 offense in the league, mind you, the 20 points, and then the Chiefs team that it was maybe number 9 in offense? He was scared. He was scared of them. And he backed off. let everything, play that prevent zone type defense or prevent, in front. I think that Graham needs to play more, what do you call it, aggressively.
Yeah,
You're gonna have plays that go against you, but you need to literally hit Mahomes in the mouth.
yeah. He was doing something good where I saw him. He had like 7 or 8 guys in the box, and then he would drop two, and it will keep Mahomes from making you would give him take his looks away. You only have like 2 looks, and they were getting to him. And he like for some reason when like right before the second half, I think when they scored the first touchdown, KC did. I think everything went downhill after that. It hasn't been the same. I mean, he was doing good. He should have stuck with it. You know,
Yeah, and I think that's a little bit of a slam on Bo Hardegree. And again, I'm not hating on him because he said that I'm hating on the offense. No, I think Bo Hardegree has the toughest job in the NFL right now. He has to he has to take a playbook that is Josh McFire's playbook, and he got rid of most of it. And he has to take the plays in that playbook that actually can work with the personnel that can deal with it, right? Which is using the tight end more, using a slot receiver more, using Renfro more, right? He's got it, and they did call Jacobs on a screen pass. I'm like, great, right? So he needs to continue to do that, but there's only so many plays that he can use, but I think that it's a combination of Hardegree needs to find what works, and Patrick Graham needs to stop being scared of Andy Reid.
right? But
Okay,
what about Bo? Can he can't script his own plays without having to use much make dummies playbook at all? Like improvise a little bit and make them, you know,
maybe, but remember, Bo is a quarterback coach that is assuming the role of the offensive coordinator. Okay,
right,
and there's only so much you can do when you don't have the I didn't say he doesn't have the smarts. He has the smarts, but you don't have the experience
right,
to take something and tinker with it, and then say, okay, instead of this, we're going to do an offshoot change. Well, instead of doing it this, we're going to do a change one, and it's hard. It's hard for anybody to do, but it's hard from somebody that doesn't have the experience and have him do it. Okay, so I'm just saying that I like what he's doing with the capabilities that he has. Remember, these are McFire's players. And it's funny because the best wide receiver that we have on the team is Jacoby Myers. And that is a McDaniels player. Okay? That's a McDaniels player. And he's the best wide receiver we got. He's the number one wide receiver. It's not Devontae Adams, which is why I think that you trade Devontae Adams, okay, on the off season to get as much capital as you can. And Jacoby Myers, if he works in the new system, whatever system it is, fantastic. I like him as a receiver, but he might not fit. He might not fit in the next offensive scheme that we run. He might not fit, which is unfortunate, but I think you can find a place for him. Remember, Renfro didn't fit in McDaniels' system, but they're finding things that he can do, okay, is that you keep players that can perform, and I like what Jacoby Myers can do, and hopefully he can stick. I like, obviously, Hunter Renfro. I love what we have with the tight end capabilities with Mayer, and with Hooper. That's great. And what we need to find better plays and a better scheme, and that's not going to happen until the off season of 23-24, the off season. That is when it's going to happen, and that's why I said all of these prognostications of what you could do this, you can do that, you can do that. You don't even know who the fucking coach is going to be first. So you got
Right.
to resolve that. And once that's resolved, then you can go from there.
Well, I would like to keep Adams and probably have to make the sacrifice and let Renfro go. I'm not sure if Jacob's going to come back, but I'm not going to pay him a ton of money anyway. I would like to tag him again and make him prove himself again. And if he doesn't like it, he can walk. Get that O line fixed. That has to, we have a bunch of undersized guys on there. Besides, outside of Mumford and Miller, we got to get rid of, find some big 350-pound guys that can, move the ball around because he's not getting his running lanes. And you can pitch him out. You can pitch him. You can do his pitch plays, but they're going to be waiting for him out there when he gets out there. So you need people to move that line so he can run inside and be able to have some cutback lanes.
Right.
You know.
And
So
Peggy said that Josh Jacobs' big problem is he runs with his head down. He doesn't look for the cutback lanes. He did it last year more.
well,
He
the
did
line
it
played better
more.
last year. But the line
True.
played better last year.
Yeah. But there's really only one difference on the offensive line between last year and this year, and that's Roten coming in for Alex Barr. They're the same guys.
But it's
They're
not
the
working.
same guys.
Whatever Brasillo is teaching these guys is not working. I don't know what is the zone blocking or they just whatever they're doing is not. He's not finding his way. He's not finding his lanes, and
Yeah.
something's wrong. And it's like Andre James is probably one of the biggest liabilities out there because I keep saying that he's undersized and they need to find somebody to replace him because between him not making the pre-snaps at the line, I don't know what the communication is. They're not when they make these pre-snaps, they're not picking up the right guy or they're not something is not right. So
Yeah, I agree.
yeah, he needs to go and hopefully if Wagner comes in there, he's another big guy, but hopefully he can fill in one of the guard positions until we can find a proper right tackle. So but that needs to get fixed.
I would say Wagner is might take over Miller's place because he's huge. He's huge. Or he might be the right tackle and he might slide Mumford over to right guard. Okay.
That's fine. That'll work.
Yeah. And we'll see what happens with that because again, you're gonna and Mumford is what year is this? Is this his second year?
This will be number 2, yeah.
Okay. So he will have 2 years under his belt next year. Okay. So he'll be in year 3 as a guard and he would be able to help Wagner out at the tackle position because Wagner will be a basically still a rookie, but he has a year of experience, at least in the books, right?
Right.
But he's still basically a rookie, but he has all of that, the size and speed that you want. So you definitely need to upgrade at center.
Yes.
You need an upgrade at left guard. And unless you're going to move, and if you think that James is undersized, and I was always saying that move Parham to center and see what you got, and then you have a center with who can actually move. But if you're looking for big bodies, Parham is undersized too.
He's the same size as James or smaller.
I think so. I'd have to check. I don't know
his attributes, yeah. But we need some people that's some big guys, man, because this guy's getting he's getting run over every game, or one game he might look good and then the next 2 games he's getting they're mauling him over. I'm surprised that we didn't get blown out more by KC with Chris Jones on the back over there. But and then on the defensive side of the ball, we're not getting any push up the middle, so we have to address that too. So, maybe with vets or maybe a couple more rookies. I don't know what's going to happen with what's the guy Nestor Silvera.
Nestor J. Silvera, like I said, and We'll see if he plays anymore. Again, he's pissed off he's not playing, but show it. Okay, and
Yes.
good night, Tom. Good to see you as well. Thanks for being here. Um, we need bigger people. We need bigger, stronger, and slicker people. I
Yes.
like what we have with Silvera. I really do. I think that, and the one thing you like about Silvera is that Antonio Pierce knows him, which is why they drafted him, because Antonio Pierce banged the drum for him because he played at Miami and then he also played at Arizona where Pierce was. So that he's a
Right.
known commodity. So maybe he will get more playing time as the season goes on. I don't know, but we'll see. But give me. Okay, if I'm letting Cool Kev draft the first three picks, okay, and obviously you don't know what's going to be done in free agency. Nobody knows what's going to be done in free agency, but give me your first three picks as far as what you want. I mean, no, not names per se, but what
Right.
you want in those
Well, we
positions.
we probably on the first we will probably need somebody in like a defensive tackles to begin with on the defensive side of the ball because we need some push up the middle. So I don't know if you want to. I don't know where
So
we
you
would fall
want
back.
three defensive tackles?
We won't know one defensive tackle for the first pick. The second pick could probably be we could
Okay.
probably go O line. We could probably go O line with the second pick. And the third pick, we'll
Mhm.
probably need another quarterback because Hoyer will be out, and then we probably be on to Jimmy G. We probably have to hold on to him as a third stringer until that money situation is figured out because he's going to be a big cap hit if you get rid of him too early, I guess. So
Well, you know what? If you get rid of Antonio or Antonio Adams, if you get rid of Devontae Adams, you accrue you that money is gone, and then you can take that hit, you can take that cap hit with Jimmy G getting away from uh, what you're going to be losing. Oh,
you're right,
thanks.
but
We got all things for there you go. There's one of my favorite gals. Make sure, by the way, my gal, Miss Pearson, all things football from a lady's perspective. She's going to be on the big show, the big Sunday show on Northeast Streaming Sports on the Sunday morning football show. Congratulations to her. She's so awesome. She's so awesome. Make sure you follow her on Facebook as well as the Roku chat. That's why I said, if you don't have Roku, go get Roku. It's free. Go ahead, brother. I'm sorry.
yeah, no, go ahead. Where were we at? We were at drafting. So,
Yeah.
Devontae, what is Devontae's? What is are we gonna get? Devontae's getting up in age, so eventually his what are you gonna get in return from him? I don't know what we're
Well,
gonna get.
you got to get it. You got to get a minimum a second round pick, and
Right,
maybe like a minimum second round pick, and maybe like a second, and then maybe a one the following year. Because remember, we gave up a one and a two for him.
right, but that doesn't mean we can get it back in return. So that's the with his
But
age.
he's
And,
yeah,
yeah,
but he's still one of the better receivers in football. He doesn't have the catches because the offense sucks. Okay, the
right,
offense sucks. So it's not that he lost his step; is that the offense isn't playing up to
right.
their
I'm not.
capability.
Yeah, I'm just about his age, not necessarily his performance. It's
I
just
got you.
yeah, yeah. Not I know he's our best receiver, although he's not actually getting the results as the best receiver. So, but as far as getting for in him in return, we got to find somewhere he has to go, a trade partner that we can get something in return for him. So, I don't
Yeah,
know. It's gonna be tough.
yeah. I was gonna say, Asylum said trade Devontae Adams for Sauce Gardner. Okay, I'm in for that. I'm
Uh,
in for that.
well, yeah, we could trade for him, but then we have to find. The other question is how is Aiden going to adapt to this guy? Is it just going to be another you know
Sauce Gardner is a defensive back.
I mean, sorry, I'm mixing him up with Garrett Wilson. Sorry.
Yeah, no, Sauce
Yeah,
Gardner's
yeah,
the defensive back. So yeah, you
yeah.
get one of the better cornerbacks in the league, and you get rid of Devontae Adams, and the money's probably similar. So it's not bad. And thanks, Ed. Ed, in about half an hour, Ed, you can call me up and we'll talk about it. Hey, Kev, thanks for coming in, man. It's good seeing you.
Good to see you, brother. We'll get in. I'll be back soon before the end of the season, so we'll be.
Please do.
You
Please
know,
do. I see you in the comments all the time, and I appreciate that. It's good to see you on too, brother.
yeah, no big deal. I gotta come on there every. It's nice and slow tonight, so they come in and
Oh
jump
yeah,
a little bit.
yeah. I'm
Yeah.
gonna give Captain. I'm gonna throw him a bone. I'm gonna come in for him.
But nobody else is coming on. Yeah, I was like, damn, I gotta get in here.
And I appreciate that, brother. I really do. I appreciate that.
It's all good times as always. All right, Cap.
All right. Take care, Kev.
Take it easy, brother. All right.
All right. My boy, Cool Kev, he's in here. We go from one dude that came in to support me. Hey, John, Jay is not Jack Kenna. He's not Jack Kenna. You can tell from the way he writes, the way he's right, he's not Jack Kenna. I don't know. I've seen Jay in here before. I've seen him in here before. He's not Jack Kenna. Furpo's in here. You can't have a show without Jimmy Furpo. And again, thank you to my lady, Miss Pearson. I'm going to put it back up. Again, all things football from a lady's perspective. What a great gal she is. Miss Pearson. Check her out on Facebook. All things football from. And by the way, the Northeast Streaming Sports Network on the Big Show on Sunday. Yeah, maybe if I got up earlier, maybe I might pop in and say hi. If I pop in and say hi, maybe I'll do it for fun, but we'll see. Ed Winchell, call me in a half an hour if you can. It'd be great. We are also going to another one of my buddies who's supporting me. And I haven't seen him for a while. And it's good to have him on. It's Rafael Chacin Montillo. Mi amigo. How you doing,
hello,
brother? Good to see you.
Captain Jack. It's nice to having you. And of course, I know that I have a short time, but
Yeah,
I
you're good.
guarantee because right now I was doing Venezuela baseball play-by-play because after the baseball at the Major League season is over, they just get into the Winter League, not only in Venezuela, but also there's in Cuba, Colombia, Panama, also Dominican Republic, Puerto Rico, including Mexico, because all those winter leagues, it is getting very interesting. And I know this is going to be like a very excited to the point of view because I was doing a play-by-play in Spanish between Cardinals versus Sharks. Don't be confused at all because there's two types of Cardinals. One, there's original Cardinals for the NFL, and one, there's Lara Cardinals from baseball. So don't get confused at all. And
Raphael, I am so glad you said that because I would have assumed the wrong thing. And you're saying, "Oh no, Captain, I'm going to make sure that you're not a schmuck that gets the team wrong." It's the Solara Cardinals. Did I say that right?
Yeah. Lara Cardinals.
Lara
Cardinals, yeah.
Oh, Lara Cardinals. Okay, against the Sharks. And this is going to sound very, very Broadway. As the Sharks I know are the Sharks in West Side Story. So it's like the America. Never mind.
Yeah, there's a lot of different teams. Yeah, there's a lot of different teams.
But talk to me.
Yeah, I know there's a bit like a lot of teams right now, but it don't get confused at all. But yeah. But speaking about for the Raiders, I mean, I just wanted to tell you, I could agree between Antonio Pierce because he brought that culture back from Oakland, California, and I will send him one more season because he got the knowledge, he got the intelligence, he got smart enough for the football, and I don't think that Jim Harbaugh is going to be there as a head coach because he has a lot of reputation, and I would say no to Jim Harbaugh because we don't have any time to hire a big name coach. Let Antonio Pierce cooking for one more season, and
Thank
let's see
you.
for the process. Because
Yeah.
after Josh McDaniels and Dave Ziegler got kicked out, I mean, this is a big opportunity to see the brand new era of Bob Hardree, Champ
Yeah.
Kelly, and
Mhm.
Antonio Pierce.
Thank
Let
you.
this man cooking.
Yes, man. I like what the Rock is cooking, shall we say? I like
Yeah,
what Antonio Pierce is cooking. I do.
yeah, exactly, exactly. And the defense and the offense is really improving at this level right now. And I know that after we just lost for the Miami Dolphins and the Kansas City Chiefs, I know there are still a lot of great things going on right now.
I'm
But
hoping.
I know there's gonna be like a bye week, and those next 5 games is gonna be tough because we had to be persistent, we had to be aggressive, and we
Mhm.
had to be prepared at the game right now. Because after the game, because we just had the Vikings, we just had the Chiefs, the Chargers, the Colts, the Broncos. I mean, it's not gonna be easy, but I still have faith to put the defense and the offense to that level. Because after we just won against the Giants and the Jets, it makes like a great statement.
Yeah. Now I got Rafi. I gotta ask. Okay.
All right.
Now I know you want to keep Antonio Pierce, and I want to keep Antonio Pierce. Okay. And we both don't want Jim Harbaugh. We're in agreement. We're both in agreement there.
There you
Is
go.
there? Do you have? And I hate putting you on the spot. Do you have any offensive guy in mind? Maybe for the offense coordinator. And John Gruden is not the answer. No, 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 John Gruden.
No, because imagine that because I don't want to see the John Gruden after the backlash and all about this, and I don't think it's gonna be like a great fit. But
Right.
there's an offense coordinators that will keep it like a candidate. And there's a lot of things that go for the offense coordinator. I mean, it should be like a candidates. I mean, it's something that they couldn't understand about it, but there's a lot of potential about it. So we're gonna replace it. I mean, there's a Ben Johnson for the Detroit Lions,
Yeah.
Frank
Yeah.
Smith for the Miami Dolphins, Mike
Right.
McDonald for the Ravens, Brian Flores for the Minnesota Vikings. I mean, there's a four candidates to be the spot to be like an offensive coordinator. I mean, they could happen a lot of things.
Yeah. But see, those guys are going to be head coaches, though. All those guys. Well, not Brian Flores, because Brian Flores is a defensive guy for the Vikings. But the other guys that you mentioned, they're all offensive coordinators that guaranteed next year they're going to have a head coaching job. So you got to go underneath them. Who are the guys
Yeah,
underneath those guys that can come up and be offensive coordinators?
yeah, exactly. And I know this is gonna be like a tough decision to have it up. But I mean, that could be happen. I mean, look at the Baltimore Ravens, Mike McDonald. I mean, he's having an offensive guy because that's a good case of the offensive minded head coach. I mean, they're
Mhm.
liking to go for the new quarterback at the walking, and it really helps to have a new coach. They have a direct hand to the ball with in young passer. I mean, that's competing like in the division that's already Patrick Mahomes, Justin Herbert, and a defense built by Sean Payton. It might be considered everyone's second. Because if they're gonna decide the defensive mind coach, then Mike Antonio it will make a lot of sense because he made like a drastic difference with the Ravens defense over the last 2 seasons, and he held Baltimore became one of the best units of the season. I mean, he had the opportunity to work with the brothers, and of course, it's gonna be like a huge hire, but the ability and the young energy could be developed and a light defense will be a great foundation for moving forward because we're not going to hear and backwards. We had to moving forward to the future to see what
Okay.
happens.
Rafa, man, I love you for coming in, brother. I appreciate your opinion. Thank you. Remember, make sure that you go and let me get rid of the thing because go to the Capitan Rafucho, okay? Go see
That
Rafa,
is
hit him up, talk baseball, talk football, talk anything. That's your man. He's going to talk to you, brother. He's going to talk to you, and he's going to represent
exactly.
Venezuela. Viva la Venezuela!
There you go. There you go. Yes, indeed. And
Hey,
Captain Jack, much love and respect for you, and of course, salute to you. And of course, I know it's gonna be like a bye week, but I guarantee you this is something. It's all about the shield, and just like Al Davis says, just win, baby. Red
Just win,
Nation for
baby.
life.
Thank
Have a good
you,
one.
Rafa. Good here, and thank you for coming. It's been a while, brother. I'm glad that you're doing
Yeah,
okay.
it's been a while, so have
You
a good one.
take care. You take care. That's Capitan Rafucho. Make sure you hit up Rafa. And we got, like I said, it's we've been on for about an hour and a half. If you don't come in, and by the way, maybe my girl Miss Pearson, if she sees the link, if I'm not sure if she's still here. If she's still here, hopefully, you, like I said, want to talk about a lady that knows sports, that knows football. Make sure you check out All Things Football from a lady's perspective. Great, great gal, great insight, great knowledge. Can throw it, can hang with the big boys, and I'm glad that she got her input as well. Northeast Streaming Sports Network as well, and she will be there, like I said, on Sunday. On Sunday, at the big with a big football show on Sunday. If I get up early, I might pop in, but I'm already in retirement mode. I get up at the crack of noon. If I get up early, I'll pop in and see everybody. Maybe. But you can watch her, All Things Football from a lady's perspective. It's on Facebook. It's on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network. Pop in. And unless you're here, and Ed Winchell, like I said, I might be out early. Like I said, I'll see. I can schwitz for 5 minutes. If you want to come into the show, and hopefully Miss Pearson's still here. Hopefully Miss Pearson's there. Antonio Pierce is a good mover. He just needs a great offensive mind to work the offense. Thank you. And like I said, Graham might not be the defensive coordinator. He might not be. Unless Graham shows marked improvement for the rest of the year, to include the Christmas game, in Kansas City. Marked improvement. Because he played scared, in my opinion. He played scared. And he didn't play scared in Miami. You see what I'm saying? He went after Tua. And they had more the weapons that you should be scared about. Tyreek Hill had that one catch and run, and he ran away from people. But they kept Tyreek Hill in front of him for most of the game. But there was not a Tyreek Hill on the field. Right? There wasn't a Tyreek Hill on the field this past Sunday. Yeah, Rice is fast, but he's not cheetah fast. Sky Moore, right? I think that's his name. Sky. I think it's Sky Moore. He's fast, but he's not cheetah fast. I'm just saying, you need to figure out what you got. I would want more from him. Matt says obviously going to be made at the end of the year. Rob Ryan is there. I don't think Rob Ryan wants to be the DC. But at least Rob Ryan knows the personnel and he can transition with them. That's a good call. That's a good call, Matt. He's still there. Maybe and the way Rex Ryan was talking about that Charger job, I think Rex Ryan is campaigning for that. Bill Belichick is campaigning for that. This is, by the way, this is the scene in A Few Good Men. I want to hear it.
Thanks, Danny. I love Washington.
Excuse me. I need to dismiss you.
I beg your pardon.
I'm not through with my examination. Sit down.
Colonel,
What's that?
I'd appreciate if you would address me as Colonel or Sir. I believe I've earned it.
Defense counsel will address the witness as Colonel or Sir.
I don't know what the hell kind of unit you're on here.
The witness will address this court as Judge or Your Honor. I'm quite certain I've earned it.
Thank you.
Take your seat, Colonel.
This is the best part of the movie.
What do you want to discuss now? My favorite color?
Colonel, the 6 a.m. flight was the first one off the base?
Yes.
There wasn't a flight that left 7 hours earlier and landed at Andrews Air Force Base at 2 a.m.
Lieutenant, I think we've covered this, haven't we?
Your Honor, these are the Tower Chief's logs for both Guantanamo Bay and Andrews Air Force Base. Guantanamo log was no flight that left 11 p.m. The Andrews log is no flight that landed at 2 a.m. I'd like to admit them as defense exhibits out in the log.
I don't understand. You're admitting evidence of the flight that never existed.
Well, we believed it.
We believe it did.
Defense will be calling Airman Cecil O'Malley and Airman Anthony Rodriguez. They were working the ground toward Andrews at 2 a.m. on the 7th.
Your Honor, these men weren't on the list.
Rebuttal witnesses, Your Honor, called specifically to refute testimony offered under direct examination.
And I agree, Ed.
I'll allow the witnesses.
Nicholson.
Colonel, a moment ago, check the tower
Cruz.
logs.
This is ridiculous.
We'll get to the airman in just a minute.
Let's get to the airman.
A moment ago, you said that you ordered Lieutenant Kendrick to tell his men that Santiago wasn't to be touched.
Santiago.
That's right.
And Lieutenant Kendrick was clear on what you wanted?
Crystal.
Crystal.
See,
Any
I
chance
said it
Lieutenant Kendrick
before you
ignored the
did.
order?
Ignored the order?
Any chance he forgot about it?
The old man is off.
Any chance Lieutenant Kendrick left your office and said, the old man is wrong?
I was close.
No.
The old man is wrong.
When Lieutenant Kendrick spoke to the platoon and ordered them not to touch Santiago, any chance they ignored him?
You ever served in an infantry unit, son?
No, sir.
Ever served in a forward area?
Put your life on the line.
Ever put your life in another man's hands? Asked him to put his life
I was
in yours?
close.
No, sir.
I was
We
close.
follow orders, son.
We follow.
We follow orders or people die.
Bye.
It's that simple. Are we clear?
Crystal.
Yes, sir.
Are we clear? Crystal.
Crystal. Colonel, I have just one more question before I call Airman O'Malley and Airman Rodriguez. If you gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, and your orders are always followed,
Yours always followed.
then why would Santiago be in danger? Why would it be necessary to transfer him off the base?
Why would you transfer him off the base?
Santiago was a substandard Marine. He was being transferred.
Not what you said. You said he was being transferred because he was in grave danger.
That's correct.
You said he was in danger. I said grave danger. You said, is
I
there any other...
recall what I
I can
said.
have the court reporter read back to you.
I know what I said. I don't have to have it read back to me like I'm
What did you orders? Colonel?
Sometimes men take matters into their
No,
own
That's
hands.
not what you
You
said.
claimed just a moment ago that your men never take matters in their own hands. Your men follow orders or people die. So Santiago shouldn't have been in any danger at all, should you, Colonel?
You snotty little bastard.
Your Honor, I'd like to ask for a recess.
I'd like to answer the question, Judge.
The court will wait for an answer.
If Lieutenant Kendrick gave an order that Santiago wasn't to be touched, then why did he have to be transferred? Colonel, Lieutenant Kendrick ordered the code red, didn't he? Because that's what you told Lieutenant Kendrick to do. Object! Will you look back? You cut these guys loose! Your Honor, you have more reason to body transfer. Your Honor, you doctored the logbook. Unorthodox. Colonel Jessup, did you order the code red?
You don't have to answer that question.
I'll answer the question. You want answers?
I think I'm entitled.
You want answers?
I want the truth!
You can't handle the truth. Son, we live in a world that has walls, and those walls have to be guarded by men with guns. Who's going to do it? You? You, Lieutenant Weinberg? I have a greater responsibility than you can possibly fathom. You weep for Santiago and you curse the Marines. You have that luxury. You have the luxury of not knowing what I know. That Santiago's death, while tragic, probably saved lives. And my existence, while grotesque and incomprehensible to you, saves lives. You don't want the truth because deep down in places you don't talk about at parties, you want me on that wall. You need me on that wall. We use words like honor, code, loyalty. We use these words as the backbone of a life spent defending something. You use them as a punchline. I have neither the time nor the inclination to explain myself to a man who rises and sleeps under the blanket of the very freedom that I provide, and then questions the manner in which I provide it. I would rather you just said thank you and went on your way. Otherwise, I suggest you pick up a weapon and stand a post. Either way, I don't give a damn what you think you are entitled to.
You order the code red.
I did the job. Did you order the code red? You're damn right I did.
And there it is.
Please, the court, I suggest the members be dismissed so that we can move to an immediate Article 39A session. The witness has rights.
Captain Ross.
Jack?
Yep. And there it is, folks. I had to put the volume up because that's my favorite part in the whole movie. You know? And I'm probably going to get a YouTube strike because it's there. But you know what? I'll just if you're coming back and I have to take all of that scene out because it's talking and I won't be able, so maybe might not be able to use that portion. It's great. And Matt, in response to your question, it's very complex because again, Cuba or Guantanamo Bay Naval Station is basically, it's part and parcel, it's American soil. It's American soil on Cuban ground, right? So it's a tiny slice of America in Cuba. So even, pardon me, even when you fly, you got to go around the portion of the island in order to go into the Cuba, right? You got to go around. Yeah, I mean, because you can go straight over Cuba. The flight would be a half an hour. From Miami to Guantanamo would be half an hour, but instead you got to go around, and then up, so that you go fly over Cuban territorial air. And until such time as things change in the world, and I don't see it changing anytime in the future, Gitmo is just going to be a little piece of the rock, especially when you have guests. Not going to get into it beyond that. There's still guests that are still there. And until such a time that they're no longer there, it's still going to be a Navy base, and it's still very, very important in keeping that little foothold on that communist island. And yeah, Obama, yeah, that's a couple what do you call it? Couple regimes ago. But it ain't happening. One of the reasons why it ain't happening is because there is a boat ton of Cuban Americans living in Miami and Tampa that have lived under that regime. Even though Fidel's not there anymore, his brother still is, and all of those people that are still there are basically part and parcel. They're all Castrolites. Nothing has changed. But hey, that's it. And I'm sorry that nobody came into the show and we had to have a a portion of A Few Good Men. And yeah, Cruz is a little prick. He is. So this is going to be the end of the Thursday show. You don't know jack about sports. You don't know jack about dialogue. Did you notice I know most of that dialogue, and before they even said it. And by the way, one thing that you might not know is when Nicholson said, "You can't handle the truth," that was ad lib. That was not the line. That was not the line. I think the way the line was written was, "You don't deserve the truth." I think it was, "You don't deserve the truth." And Nicholson made it all his own, man. Made it all his own. So there you go. We're gonna go again. Have a great football weekend. I know the Raiders are off. Take care of yourselves. It's good to see you. Come back. It's Thursday. Come back on Sunday. I will have a show. I know the Raiders aren't playing, but we're gonna have a show on Sunday. Remember, early Sunday, all things football from a lady's perspective. My wonderful lady, Miss Pearson, is going to be there on the Northeast Streaming Sports Network, both on Facebook as well as YouTube as well as Roku. Go get your Roku and come find our show there. Take care, everybody. I'm going to pop out here. Be well.